Hi, third graders. It's time for us to start our reading lesson for today. Today is Wednesday, and we're going to work with session 3. Make sure you have your reading log, your pencil or flare pen, and your reading journal. So let's think about what we've learned already. To research. Well, we started with our penguin group plan, and you worked along with me in my group. We had shared reading of easiest books. We did some stop and talks, stop and jots. Each person read about penguins, their body from different books. We had a main idea and we supported our ideas. We were teaching one another, and that's what you're going to teach. And of course, when we are in our group, we're going to share our notes. So what's the first thing we needed to do? Well, we needed to get ready. And that meant to take our books and sequence our books in our thinking from easiest to the most difficult. We read our easy overview, and then we searched for subtopics. Then we chose the one subtopic that we would be responsible for in our animal group. Then we learned to synthesize. We chose at least 3 texts to find information about our subtopic and to see how that information overlapped in all 3 places. So, what are we going to look at today? I want you to think about, what is a topic you know a lot about? It could be music, it could be gaming, it could be a sport. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think about, what is a topic you know a lot about, and think about what you know about that topic. All right, time's up. I want you to think about sharing. You can share with a stuffed animal, you can share with your pencil, you can share with your flare plan, your flare pen. List across your fingers what you know about that topic. So, music. Well, I know people can make music with instruments. I know music can be made without instruments. People make whole songs with their mouths, called beatboxing. I know that reading music, when you read music, you have the bass and the treble clef. I know that when that music, when in the treble clef, it's, the lines have certain letters and the spaces have certain letters, and those represent certain notes that you play. A, S, D, F, J. Sorry, that's typing. Oh, you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the notes. And one more thing, people that sing can make up songs, and you can take a known tune and you can change it into a totally different song. So those are my things that I know. When you were talking about your subject, did you use specific words? You heard Miss Taylor say bass, treble clef. You heard me say note. You heard me say instrument. So when you're thinking about a topic, you want to be using specific words or vocabulary that are specific to that topic. Take a look at this image. Here's some baseball vocabulary. So if I was talking about baseball, I would try to use some of these words. Baseball bat, team, second base, jump for the ball, throw the ball, pitch, scoreboard. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today, third graders, you are going to use the topics special vocabulary, such as fledgling, blubber, molt, brood, habitats, rookeries. We've heard some of those words as we've read about penguins. That's our job today. That's going to be your big job. So, what are some of the specific vocabulary we've learned about penguins? I'm going to give you 30 seconds of think time again. What specific vocabulary can you think about for penguins? All right, time's up. Let's take a look. Did you think of any of these words? If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. Great job. So if I'm talking about penguins, I want to make sure that I'm using these specific vocabulary words. Now, it's not only making a word bank, but one of the other things I want to do is think about how I would use this word. So, what are some ways I could think about my topic that would be really specific in the vocabulary I'm using? All penguins could stay warm because of their feathers, but also because they have a layer of fat, and that layer of fat is called, do you know which word? That's right, it's blubber. What is the vocabulary that goes along with my subtopic? That's what you're going to focus on. So, here are the notes that we made. So let's look at my notes to see if I'm writing down some of those words in my notes. Now remember, don't plagiarize. When you're reading, you want to read it from your book and then put it in your own words. You want to stop and jot. So, chicks huddle together. Do you remember there was a word that tells about that? Yeah, it was called crush. Those were crushes that when they were huddled together. And also, yeah, when those new feathers are oily and waterproof, remember those new feathers had a name. It was called fledgling. Yes. So use the specific vocabulary in your notes. Researchers, let's ask ourselves, what are some of the words that you've learned that you could add to your notes? What do you want to teach other people or talk to other people using those words? Go back to your notes and try this work. You want to add specific vocabulary to your notes. Take a look at this third grade example. So we have this third grader that was learning about dolphins. Take a look. So notice they made their word bank. They found a really specific word. Baleen only is related to sea animals, especially dolphins, also whales. But think about that. Think about that. And they also have the definition, not just the word, but they put the definition. So if I don't know what baleen means, I can, guess what? I can read about it. Wow. Here's another example. Isaac. Isaac wanted to learn about great white sharks. So take a look. He even made like a little word bank, like he put them in like a box, like a bank. Cool. So you want to find those specific words that have to deal with your animal and your subtopic. So remember, we were talking about body and predators and life cycle and language and what else? Let me think. I know I missed you one. Oh, how they grow up. Those specific subtopics. You want to think about what are those specific vocabulary words that go along with those. So here's our work plan for today. Okay? You're going to get in your little office. Think about your subtopic. You want to keep on taking notes, so go back. I know we tried to get to 3 books yesterday, so you want to go back and look at more of those books. Remember, if you run out of books or you need more, you can always go to World Book Encyclopedia in your apps and tools and It's Learning. You can also search in Epic to find more books. I want you to create a word bank that goes along with the animal you're studying. And then keep a list of definitions that go alongside those vocabulary words. Okay, so what are we going to do? At around 11:15, you're going to go to the Padlet page. You're going to take a picture of your vocabulary word bank and your definitions. Okay? All right, off you go, researchers.